Coming to you live from Scenic, the basement, at ICN Studios in Brooklyn. I'm Jana Jefferson, and this is And Friends with Jana Jefferson. So every other week, me and a new guest host each time are going to discuss the latest in pop culture, the industry, life, and much more. And today's guest is none other than Julian Stephen.
Stephen.
Yes. Oh, I knew it! Yes. I knew it!
It's all good.
How are you today?
I'm amazing.
Good.
Amazing.
Did the C train ruin your day at all?
I drove.
I
got caught in traffic.
Where do you live?
Queens.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a drive. Not really,
yeah,
but like if you were on the subway, it would be like the trek.
Yeah, I try to avoid the subway at all costs.
I don't blame you. Like, honestly, I feel like everything is wrong with the C train. Like, I really wanted to get here on time. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll get here on time.
It's not the same anymore. It's not the same.
And there's so much activity, like weird activity. There were just like rowdy kids. There's a kid that dropped his skateboard. It was just a bunch of mess. And the C train is just like, I'm not with the shits.
Nah, me neither. I don't have the patience for it.
I really don't.
Yeah.
It's like awful. So anyway, each episode, before the episode like really starts, I want to give my mood of the day. Okay. But if you've ever listened to the show, Beyonce is like my Lord and Savior. So it's called the Beyonce mood of the day. So you use a Beyonce song, a lyric, a video, whatever is in your spirit that involves Beyonce, that's your mood of the day. So what's your Beyonce mood of the day?
I've been feeling a little like frisky lately.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna say Partition.
Oh, I think mine is also from the Beyonce self-titled album. It's I Can't Wait Till I Get Home. Not to tear the cherry out at all. It's just like I'm just so tired and I just want to go home.
Good. It's gonna be a cozy podcast. We're gonna chill.
Yeah, I like this chill vibes already. Oh my word! It is okay. So topic we have talk. Oh my God, I can't speak. I'm just so out of it, guys. I don't know what it is, but the hot topics is called Talk of the Town. So we're going to just talk about the Grammy nominations because they came out today, and that's really all that's going on right now in the world. So I only have like the big four, which is like Record of the Year, Album of the Year, Song of the Year, and Best New Artist. So we'll talk about some of them. Record of the Year nominees are Redbone by Childish Gambino, Despacito, The Story of OJ by, oh my God, not Kanye West, Jesus Christ, Jay-Z, Humble by Kendrick Lamar, and 24 Karat Magic by Bruno Mars. What do you think about these nominees? As you're also a rapper as well, right?
Yeah.
So how do you feel about some of these picks?
I think when you say record of the year, I think like what was like the most like global.
Yeah, I honestly think that if Despacito doesn't win this.
Yeah, so it's between Despacito and 24 Karat.
I agree.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that one.
It's between those
I feel like those had like universal appeal. Yeah. But and Despacito broke like 50-11 records, right? Like it was like it's like the number one, the song that had the most like it was on I can't even speak. I don't know. It was number one for like the longest ever or something ridiculous like that. But you know what? I like Despacito, but my favorite like Spanish speaking song that came out this year is Mi Gente. I would prefer Mi Gente to Despacito. I feel like Despacito is just like
I think
I heard it too much.
Definitely. But it's still a quality song. So it's like,
yeah. And it's even better like without Justin Bieber. I like it better when it's just like Daddy Yankee and Louis.
Yeah, I mean, it's America.
He just had to go and ruin it. Well, he didn't. I feel like he brought it to the mainstream, but it would have still been fine if he wasn't on it, you know?
Right.
I feel like he would have been fine without him. Then Song of the Year, which goes to the songwriters rather than the whole performance of the song. Song of the Year nominations are Despacito again, 444, Issues by Julia Michaels. You know that song?
No.
I got issues, and you got them too. To give them up. Oh my God.
There's always one song. what
then Logic's song about suicide, 1-800-273-8255.
Okay.
I think that's the first time I've ever said like the actual number in reference to the song. I'm always just like, the Logic song. And then That's What I Like by Bruno Mars. If we're talking about songwriting, I think it's going to go to that Logic song.
Yeah, I could see that. I think it would probably go to Logic.
because that also like broke a lot of
Or the
boundaries
Issues one,
too.
probably.
Issues, I think it might. I don't know. I don't think it will go to Issues, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did because Julia Michaels is a songwriter.
Right.
I wouldn't necessarily call the girl a singer, which is crazy because she's also nominated for Best New Artist, but we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, I think that the Logic song is probably gonna win that because one, it broke boundaries. It helped increase traffic to like the suicide hotline, and it's just like a really nice song. It makes you like feel something.
Right.
And I don't feel that kind of something with, I don't know, I can't relate to Despacito. Isn't it about like moving up on like somebody? Have you ever read the lyrics of Despacito, but like in English?
I was always against it. Like I was on that side of like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? I never wanted to like hear it in a party.
Yeah, just keep. But when it comes on in the party, it's like, oh, it's got that.
But that's like the move that you're doing right there, that like gyrate, that I can't do that. I'm too big. You didn't even see me stand up. I'm like,
how tall are you?
6'5".
Oh,
so I'm not jumping.
My God.
So Despacito, I'm not like excited to hear and start dancing. Like I need to hear something. That's
good. My God. You're 6'5". You are a whole foot and 3 inches taller than me.
About to find out.
Yo! Oh my God. It's always funny when like there's really short people next to really tall people. I met Lamar Odom last month, or was it 2 months ago? I like literally ran into him on the street. And like I knew he was tall. But I didn't know he was that tall. He's at least he's like
7 feet, right?
He's got to be in the 7s. He's massive. I had to like tilt my phone like underneath me. I couldn't get him in the picture if I didn't,
right?
Because he's so tall. But yeah, Despacito's got that like that bop to it, but you'll get that in like a record of the year. I don't picture that being a song of the year. Since song of the year is like for lyrics and songwriting.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that it's gonna go to the
you always
Logic
get disappointed
song.
though. So I never like to get my hopes up and like say,
yeah, I feel you, but I wouldn't be surprised. That's what I like. I don't know.
I'll give it all to Bruno if I could really choose. I would give it to Bruno. Like
he's had a stellar.
That album was like my album.
Oh
like, yeah, I love that album.
We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
Best New Artist.
Cardi.
She wasn't nominated.
She wasn't nominated?
No.
For Best New Artist? Still Cardi.
But Best New Artist real nominees are Alessia Cara, Lil Uzi Vert.
I'm excited about that.
I was surprised.
Nah, that's good. He's not a rapper. He's a pop star.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it's because Lil Uzi combines like hip hop and rock. He's obsessed with like emo punk kind of stuff. So I feel like him being able to do that, and his song was like in the top 10 for a very long time, the EXO Tour Life, and then his album was #1, and it was favorably reviewed. I didn't listen to it yet. There's a lot of albums I really still need to listen to.
There's a lot of albums I didn't listen to, but like I did catch Uzi's album. I liked it. I'm not sure if it'll win or not. I don't know what the politics are, but
I don't know. But it's also Khalid, Julia Michaels, and SZA for the Best New Artist.
I think all those artists deserve that. So whoever does win, I'm not like.
I'm honestly pulling for Alessia Cara. She had a big year.
She did.
And she's been out for so long. Like it's her
Best
time.
New Artist. I feel
I feel like she would have been a lock for this like 2 years ago. But I feel like since she's been out for so long and she's been doing consistently well, that she's gonna win.
Right.
And she has like diversity too. She was in Logic's song, which is technically a hip hop song. She was in Zed's song, which is technically dance, electronic. And then she had that pop song about like body image that she released on her own. Like she's diverse. I feel like it's been a long time coming for her, and I hope that she wins it. But a lot of people are pulling for SZA.
Me too.
I like SZA.
Yeah, I think she's gonna win though. I think she's gonna win in the category that like any way she wins is a win. So
I think she's gonna win a lot of R&B stuff. She got nominated. A lot of her songs too. Like it was her album that got nominated. She got nominated for Best New Artist. I think Supermodel got nominated for something. Love Galore, which is like, oh my God, I love that song so much. And then The Weeknd, which is technically not even a single. It just kind of like
we fell into it.
Yeah.
But that's like the streams now. We're in that realm.
It's amazing how streaming like has changed the way that people like listen to music
I
or
love it.
respond to music.
I love it. Like we're in control of like what is hot and what's not.
Would you ever buy like a physical copy of an album again?
Yeah, I would. I would, not now though. I mean, but I would. I see myself. I like personally. I like to collect albums. I like, like collecting DVDs. I love buying them.
I was just talking about DVDs and how like I haven't seen a DVD in like a really long time.
I mean, that's the direction we're going in. But I just always wonder. I'm like, how can I collect movies now? I just gotta go on the internet and watch it.
Yeah. Or
even listen. So it's like, it is what it is though.
I like to collect records. We have like a record player.
Old
like old records. Like I have a lot of classics. I have Thriller on vinyl. I have Whitney Houston's first album on vinyl.
You play that, or you just?
Oh, like when you're cleaning the house and stuff. Really? Like I'm literally the oldest 24-year-old you'll ever meet.
Where?
I'm so old.
Playing records?
Yeah, like I got my sister a record player for Christmas. No, her friend got her one for her birthday, and then like I buy her all these records, but sometimes I just find myself like listening to them. Yeah. Like I got her like 24 Karat Magic, but then we also do have like the classics. Like
was that Rough Trades?
I didn't get it at Rough Trade. Where did I get that? I think I got Bruno's at Urban Outfitters.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but it's such a good album. I think like I got it for her for Christmas last year, and she literally ripped the paper and then ran upstairs and put it in the record player. She's like, I need to listen to it, and it was like a week after the album came out too that I got it on vinyl.
Is the quality still like?
Oh yeah, really? It sounds so good. It's I like the vintage feel of it.
What about a CD player?
Do I have a CD player still?
Like a CD player.
I don't know. I had this old it was like big like.
Hey, my fault. I'm gonna take my shoes off and get.
Go right ahead. Get nice and comfy. Yeah. But I had a CD player forever, but we moved from our old house into like our new little place, and I don't know where the CD player went. I don't know why we didn't take it with us, but it had the CD player and it had a cassette tape in there too. Man. And I was like, why would we ever throw that away? But I do still have my DVD VHS combo.
Word.
So I actually watched a VHS tape over the weekend.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Which one? What movie?
Well, I found my friend. I don't know. I interviewed the kid who's playing Simba in The Lion King in the movie, and I was talking to him, and I'm like, dang, I really want to watch like a Disney movie. So I had my friends over, and we had wine, and we watched Oliver and Company.
That is a really good movie.
That's one of my tops.
We were just looking. Me and my bro were just looking at that movie in Best Buy.
Oliver and Company.
He's like, I love this movie.
Is in my top 5. What are my top 5 Disney movies? The Aristocats is number 1. What?
I don't agree.
Get out of here. Get out of town.
I wish there was a sound for the face that I made because they can't see me.
It's just like womp. Yeah. But that's number 1. Number 2 is a Goofy movie.
Oh, of course.
Because Tevin Campbell. Like,
for sure.
Why?
Yeah.
3 is The Lion King. 4 is probably Oliver and Company. 5 is Hercules. Because the Muses are like... I hope the Muses are like narrating my life.
Aladdin?
No.
What?
I didn't see Aladdin in full till I was like 16.
All right, I'm going to give you my top 5.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to tell you Goofy movie.
Yes.
Aladdin, Lion King, Beauty and the Beast.
Really?
Yeah. What do you mean?
I thought that the live action Beauty and the Beast was better than the cartoon.
See, you didn't experience the cartoon. Then.
No, the cartoon was like overrated. You know what also, what's your last one?
I don't know. My last one? I'll probably do Pixar movies count?
Oh, of course.
Oh, I'll probably say Toy Story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My favorite Pixar movie is The Incredibles, so I have been waiting for this sequel forever.
That's gonna be huge.
Oh my god. You know what is an overrated Disney movie? The Little Mermaid.
See,
so overrated.
Here's my theory about The Little Mermaid. I always say this, like I just didn't respect the way she moved. From my hood perspective, I didn't like the way she moved. I didn't like the fact that she was willing to give up her talent for a dude with some legs. Like she was ready to risk it
Ariel
all.
was the most disrespectful Disney character there's ever been.
Yeah.
One, she was 16 years old and she's like, "Fuck you, Dad. I'm gonna
like
how dare you?" She was such a hoe.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Ariel was so disrespectful, and the fact that he like what did Triton basically like. He started this like war in the ocean
just for her,
just to get this girl back, and she still got what she wanted. How
brat? That's what.
Such
it was.
a brat.
She was a super brat.
Oh my god! But yeah, those were best new. How did we get here?
I don't know.
We were talking about best new artists, and now we're talking about
best Disney movies. See, that's what happens when you interview me. Things like that. Too.
It is okay. I feel like we've been going on tangents like every episode, and I feel like the last 3 episodes I'm like, how did we get here? But I don't know how we got here, but I enjoyed that. But I already did that. Album of the year, the nominees are Awaken My Love, Childish Gambino, 444 by Jay-Z, Damn by Kendrick Lamar, Melodrama by Lorde, and 24 Karat Magic by Bruno Mars. Now,
album of the year?
Yeah. Now here's my thing. I listened to each of these albums like 5 times.
Yeah.
And I love all of them. So whoever wins, I'll be fine with. I know a lot of people won't be fine if like Lorde does the quote unquote upset. To me, it won't be an upset because I actually listened to the album. But I think it's because like there's all these like hip hop and R&B people there.
Yeah.
Having Lorde's like alternative. So having her win would be a quote unquote upset. Even though
I understand.
Her album was fire.
I didn't get it. I didn't check that album out.
Oh my god! Like I was worried. I wouldn't say I'm a Lorde stan, but I will fight for Lorde until the day I die. I love Lorde so much, and I thought that Melodrama wasn't going to be anywhere near Pure Heroine because that was like so good. But Melodrama was wow. It was amazing. I really enjoyed it. But I think I would be honestly, I think I would be upset if 444 won.
It's not.
I don't think it's album of the year material. Nah. I liked it, but album of the year?
What am I saying? That's whole.
Like of 2017 though?
That's another category I feel like, and I'm not even trying to be politically correct. I feel like anybody that wins in that category, like, I'm not gonna be mad. Maybe Lorde, I would be like, like,
but Lorde,
I don't know. Like I feel like anybody that takes that award, I'll be happy about.
I think I'd really be disappointed though if Jay-Z's album won. I feel like if Beyonce couldn't win, then Jay shouldn't.
But Jay-Z, that Jay-Z album,
it was
phenomenal.
so. I know. It was for a hip hop artist, not just Jay-Z, like as this like older rapper to come out during a time where like, I guess. I wouldn't say, well, Jay-Z I think is a legend. But in this time period where if an older rapper comes out and tries to put out something, he's automatically labeled as like an old head. No one wants to listen to this grandpa music, like stuff like that. For him to still be, he's going to be 49, I think, in like a week.
Really?
Yeah, Jay is old. He's like, I don't know if he's going to be 48 or 49, but he's up there. And for him to come out with something so honest and vulnerable in a time where older rap artists probably wouldn't have the same amount of success, and for him to be as successful as he is, that's amazing. But I don't think that it's album of the year. I think it's going to go to either Bruno or Kendrick.
Bruno.
I don't know. I don't know who I would want.
Like all those albums are great.
They're all so good. Like I was on the train this morning and I was looking at the nominations and I was like, "Whoa! Like this is the tightest album of the year race I've ever seen. I haven't seen many because I'm young, but like this is amazing. Like all the people here. Wow. But I don't know. I loved Bruno Mars's album, and I love everything that Bruno Mars stands for. But Kendrick's was so good. And how you can listen to it backwards, and it still makes sense as though you listen to it forward.
I never caught that.
Oh, my God.
Did you find that out on your own, or is that something that's a fact?
It's a fact.
Oh, word?
It's a fact.
Word?
Yeah.
So who said that? Kendrick, like,
somewhere? It's true.
Because I know the last song, it was at God.
I think that is. But you can listen to Kendrick's album backwards and it still makes sense.
Wow. Yeah, no, I love that album. That album,
It
it
was
reminds
so
me of
good.
like a Pink Floyd.
Oh my god. Oh my
Like,
god. Oh my god. Pink Floyd's The Wall is like one of my
yeah,
favorite albums
that's
ever.
what I get vibe like Pink Floyd vibes from that album. I'm like, this is like some rock star shit.
Yeah.
And I love like that. That's like the direction that we're going in. You know, we're just. I feel like as hip hop artists, like we're holding ourselves at like such a higher regard. You know, it's like I feel like 10 years ago, it was like, oh yeah, I'm a rapper, I gotta rap. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you're putting so much into it, but you're not getting so much back. I think now artists are in a space where it's like, I'm gonna create art and I'm gonna just be in the room and exist, and you're gonna admire me. I'm iconic. Like it's more than just the music, you know. And you get those types of vibes from Damn, 444 and Uzi. You know what I mean? Where it's just like it's more about the lyrics and it's more just about the aesthetic and the presence. And it's more artsy for me, and it's art in a really, really dope way where we could just like digest it, interpret it in like more than just one way. Like you said, listening to the album backwards, like that's incredible. Like that type of stuff is
like Kendrick is on another level. Like I feel like we're at the point now with Kendrick Lamar where you can't exclude him in like the list of like the
Not
best
at all.
Rappers.
Not at all.
He's it's amazing. He's absolutely amazing. So between those two, I don't know who is gonna win it. But I feel like if Damn doesn't win and 24 Karat does, knock on wood. If it does, I don't think people will be upset.
Yeah.
Because I know that, well, Kendrick's been up against people who don't have this same, like, this caliber. Like when he lost to Taylor Swift. Like, obviously people are going to get upset about that because it's, like, Taylor Swift. But if he loses to Bruno Mars, that's like, oh, okay. Like, it's Bruno Mars.
True.
Bruno Mars. He's having, like, a concert. It's, like, live at the Apollo. And I actually went to that. That man is a national treasure.
No,
Bruno Mars
absolutely.
is a national treasure.
Yeah.
I lost my voice.
You look like a super Bruno fan. Like you.
Oh, you haven't met my sister.
Yeah.
My sister will, like, cry. Me, I'm like, yo, I just appreciate, like, talent. He
That
has so
album
much
is just-
talent.
People try to say he was just like stealing, like
Yeah, this
vibes
is
at one
yeah.
point.
I hate when people do that.
I'm like, come
Bruno
on.
Mars has. It's called stealing when you don't have like an appreciation for it. You're just doing it to sell.
Yeah.
Bruno Mars is like the funkiest MF on the planet, and I know that he has like respect for all the artists that came before him.
Right.
You can hear it. Oh my God, Bruno Mars is just the coolest. Oh, he's such a cool cat. But I think that's it. But out of all the nominations, Jay-Z has 8, Kendrick Lamar has 7, Bruno Mars has 6, and Khalid, SZA, and Childish Gambino have 5.
Wow.
So shout out to
Beautiful,
Black
beautiful,
people
beautiful.
killing it this year
Beautiful
musically.
nominations, like-
These are wonderful.
this is like probably like the best year in like a while.
And knock knock, the Grammys are in New York.
That too. It's gonna be a zoo.
It's gonna be a mess. Oh my
Jeez.
God. I hope I get invited. Like, I want to find a way to finesse my way into the Grammys. I don't know if it's going to be like I'll be a seat filler. Like they pay seat fillers. I'll be a seat filler. I need to be there. It's probably going to be at the Garden. Maybe.
We'll get there.
I need
We'll
to be
get
there.
there.
When
We'll
is
be
it?
there.
January 28th. I have a little over 2 months.
When is it?
Oh, it's 2 months from today.
When is the
January 28th.
They're not in February?
I know. I don't know why. They usually are in February.
Oh, I think it's probably schedule conflicts because it's in New York, maybe.
Oh, yeah,
Something
maybe.
like that. I think it's the Super Bowl or something. I don't
Where's
know.
the Super Bowl this
I
year?
heard somebody was saying that there's another thing going on. I overheard it somewhere. They said something's going on, schedule conflicts.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
New York is just a busy ass place.
Mm-hmm.
But that was all for Talk of the Town. I love it. But yeah, Cardi B. Oh, Cardi B did get 2 nominations though.
She needs to win at least one.
Well, rap performance.
Oh yeah.
I think but who is she up? Oh, she's up against Humble though,
Jeez.
and Humble was
You just gotta support everybody. You gotta just be happy
just
for everybody.
support local businesses. That's really all we can do.
Yeah.
But her and Offset are gonna be a blast on the carpet.
Super. Yeah.
You know who also got a Grammy nomination?
Who?
Bernie Sanders.
For what?
Spoken word album. I'm pretty sure.
Bernie Sanders.
The Bernie Sanders.
Spoken word.
I think he got a nomination.
Shout out to Bernie Sanders.
Kevin Hart got a nomination for that. Dave Chappelle got a nomination for that.
A spoken word album.
Yeah, like I guess they're audiobooks or comedy. I feel like with Kevin Hart and Dave Chappelle, it was like with their comedy, like their stand up.
Word.
I guess they had it recorded. I don't know. Wait, but didn't Kevin Hart write a book? Am I making that up?
Kevin Hart does everything.
Yeah, he does. Does he have a book? I don't know. But then Carrie Fisher also got like a posthumous nomination, like Princess Leia.
Oh, really?
So that's cool. The Grammys is all about breaking boundaries.
Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher.
I hope that Bernie Sanders is like wild disrespectful on the carpet. Like he's like got his like he's wearing something scandalous. Oh my God. The possibilities are endless. But the second topic of the show is questions with my guest. So Julian has his own web series.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about it.
I have a web series called Appropriate Culture. It is about me and a group of friends, post-grad life living in a new New York City, trying to survive, date life and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. So how similar is in real life Julian to Appropriate Culture Julian?
I think he's the same. He's just a little exaggerated. It's the same, just a little exaggerated, a little bit more sensitive, a little bit more awkward.
Mm-hmm.
I just like write him to the extreme. That's pretty much his characters. This is me to the max.
This is me on on TV.
Yeah, pretty much. This is me on 100% awkward, 100% insecure, 100% sensitive. It's just like it's super exaggerated though.
I feel it. I watched the 2 episodes.
Word.
Did the 3rd come out yet?
Nah, 3rd one next week.
Okay, awesome. So what does it take to create an episode? Like from the storylines, the script writing, the locations?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. I mean, first I'll the script, we get the script together and then I'll present the script to everybody that I want in the episode.
Mm-hmm.
And then like find location and then we do the storyboard and then we have to like schedule the scene and plan it out. It's just like a lot of pre-production that goes into it. It's a lot of planning and just being really, really good with time. Because you don't want to go on the set and not know how you're shooting a shot. You really want to know what you're getting and what you're going for. Because you want to be in and out. Like you don't want to be sitting there. Because you're on people. Not only are you on your time, you're on everybody else's time.
Yeah.
Crew, cast. So it's just about being smart and just like knowing how to direct and like man a team of like 10 to 15 people at once.
And it is still a small cast, but I know that doing all of that is still difficult.
Absolutely. On any scale. On any scale, I think production is very, very tedious.
How many scriptwriters do you have?
Just me.
Oh
for now.
My God.
Just for now. I really honestly I want to have like a team of writers. Like I'll be the guy, like I'll write the body, you know what I mean? I'll give you guys the summary and the body of it, but here, like I'll give you the skeleton, just add like the skin, the flesh to it. Like let's make it bigger.
So when coming up for the characters for the show, how did you approach casting? Were they your friends already or you had like auditions?
No, I was like a super weirdo with all these scripts and just like running around the city like, yo, I got this show I'm trying to make. Like I was just running up on people with scripts. Like, yo, I'm gonna do this show. And everybody that knows me knows like I've been doing this for years as far as like sitcom web series. But I think this is the first time I said to myself, you know what, I'm gonna make a presentation to the world and make a statement with this one. And I'm not gonna like half-ass it. I'm not gonna do anything like that. So I think like when I was approaching people, I was just pretty honest with them, but everybody was on board because like they've never been approached with such a project, and I had scripts. Like I realized like not a lot of people write. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're a writer, so it's just like
writing scripts is like a different beast.
It's a different type of writing. Yeah, absolutely. And and I'm still, I'm like luckily I could apply like what I know with songwriting and my music into like my scripts. So like it works hand in hand, but it's still a different type of animal. And then you have to write for people, and you have to make sure that they like what they're saying and that they're going to be funny on camera. So it's just like you have to be super careful.
Do you also offer like room for improvisation? So if they're
Absolutely.
like, oh, this definitely.
Absolutely. There's definitely things like in some of those episodes that I did not write that we just like came up with right there. Like, yeah, Chloe, for example, will come on the set and just be like, I'm not saying this. I'm going to say this. And I'll be like, all right, cool. my whole thing is as long as it drives the plot, then we're good.
So the music selection is pretty good.
Thank you.
Who are some of the artists whose music you've had on the show?
Me. First, I'm the every episode is gonna feature like a new snippet off of like my like project. Like
it's very smart.
Like my album is the soundtrack to the show, and no shade or no snub to like none of the other artists on like the episodes. Like I definitely want to like bring people together collectively, but like I gotta drop an album. You know what I mean? So like they need it from me, and I want it for myself. So I definitely featured a lot of like my close homies on there. That, and if they have like a dope song, I'm like, for sure, like give me the song, we'll put it on the episode. I'm like not that type of dude. It's like, no, I need my shit on every transition. But I put my song, like I put my music in there where I feel like it fits, you know, just to like remind people like I'm doing both. You know, it's gonna happen. Like you're gonna get the season of this show, and you're gonna get like the soundtrack. Like I'm playing by my own rules. Like that's how I'm going about it.
And a lot of like TV shows have been putting out like soundtracks with their shows. Like Insecure had like a bomb soundtrack.
Yes.
Do you go when you are choosing musicians for your like besides like it being Friends? Do you have a specific genre that you stick to, or it's like across the board, whatever fits?
If I hear it, it's a vibe thing. You know, I like, and to be honest, I don't have the resources to really like hunt for music. I don't have the time. Like I don't have the time to go find like hundreds of songs. So like for me, like I have my homies, like, and I think that's like better too, because it's like my people that I like. I curse on. I can curse on?
Yeah.
People that I fuck with. You feel me? So it's just like, yo, you got this track. I hit my homie up, Lono Bristol. I hit him up like, yo, send me some music, because I know you got records. You know what I mean? Send me this track, send me that. Tamara Russell, she's like, her song is like the theme song like to the record. It's like, and it's a record on my album called Rendezvous. It's like, and she's on the hook. She made the beat. Like it's our song together. So I think like when the music comes out, everybody's gonna be like, oh, that's the song from this episode. Like, you know what I mean? So it's gonna be really, really exciting for when everything comes like full circle. The experience. I'm really like, I want to entertain people and give people like a good experience. That's my goal.
When can we expect your album?
My album is called Restart Continue, the appropriate soundtrack. It's coming out like top of 2018. Cause like I was like, you know, I was like, yo, I want to put this shit out 2017. 2017 gotta come out. But it's just like there's like Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna listen to the album coming out in that week. You know, so it's just like, you know what? Let me breathe. Let me be patient, and I'll be the first thing people hear 2018. And then we'll take it from there, and we'll see, like, you know, we'll gauge everything from there.
Awesome. So what do you think is the episode that will resonate the most with your viewers?
I think the next one. When people see it, they'll be like, okay, this is a show. I think the first two, the first one was just like, okay, what is this? It's not bad. It's cool. I'll watch episode 2. Episode 2 is, oh, this is a good
Episode 2 was hysterical.
Thank you.
I feel like, well, I am not a video game person, but
neither am I.
I really think that couples could like understand that a lot. Because like when I was with my boyfriend, he like always tried to get me to play video games, and I'm like, I can't do this. But like I'm sure if I like did it, like if I was into video games, we could still like show them. You could like boss up.
I hear you.
And kill it.
Yeah. I think episode 3 though, for sure. Like I think that'll resonate, because it's like the most well-rounded episode with everybody like really just contributing their talents to the storyline. So I'm excited about that one.
What is an episode that you think resonates most with your experiences?
That's a good question. That's a really, really good question. I want to say episode 4. I'm sorry, episode 4. I can't tell you like what happens in it.
It's okay, I'll tune in.
It's gonna give the plot away, but episode 4 for sure, definitely.
Okay. I'm looking forward to episode 4.
Thank you.
When can we expect episode 4? 2 weeks, 1 week?
2 weeks.
Okay, I'll be ready.
Yeah.
So what's more challenging for you, being a rapper or being an actor?
Actor for sure.
Why?
Because I'm like, not only am I acting, I'm like the writer, the director, the producer. So it's just like, I'm anxious as hell, like in front of the camera, just wondering, is the lighting good? Is the camera shot good? Is this good? Knowing that I have like a a reliable crew. I have a really good crew, but just me being the perfectionist that I am, like I can't sit still. Like I gotta get up and come around and look at that shot. You know, like Spike Lee was the same way. I've heard. Like,
did you watch Gotta Have It? Or
I'm
She's
on
Gotta Have
episode
It?
3.
I was just about to start episode 3. I watched 2 episodes yesterday, and then I don't remember what I did.
I like it. It's cool. You know, I think it's perfect for today.
You know what I love? How they show what song was just playing.
Yeah.
That's so
But
good.
you know who did that first? Cleverly Chloe did that first. She was like the first person to ever do that.
Shout out to Cleverly Chloe.
Yeah.
I like that. I don't have
Yeah.
to like Shazam it as I'm listening. I could just
It's
be like,
innovative,
there
you
we
know.
go.
Or you could have just incorporated the Shazam. They could have did that too.
That
but,
would have been smart. That would have been really good.
But you know, I think that's another prime example of just like innovative ways to just give people content, music, and shows in just one. You know, and that's the direction we're going in. You know, streaming is one thing. If you tell people you're streaming, okay, it could be a show, it could be music, but it's still the same thing. You know, and I think that's like the direction we're going in. Like, there's no more MP3s. I don't think we've sat and really like said that to ourselves. Like, there's no more MP3s.
Yeah.
There are. There's CDs and stuff, but like
they're nearly obsolete.
Absolutely.
I feel like within the next maybe 5-6 years, we won't have CDs.
Right.
Which is why it's crazy how people like there's Adele and Taylor Swift, but they've sold like 1 million copies of physical CDs, and it's like it's crazy. I like how they are bringing that back in a way, but I don't think it's going to last. Like they're not going to continually be able to do that.
I think one thing like I learned this year about just like the climate of the industry is like I think social media really just like desensitized us. There's the two things.
So
it desensitized us
media.
and it also humanized us, which is like two complete like polarizing things. So I think like that complex of being like this iconic artist, so all the way at this top of the mountain, looking down on millions of people. I am like, nah, like I'm right in the crowd right now. You know what I mean? Like I'm over that pedestal of me being like this enigma or I'm the artist. Nah, like I wanna be in the room with the fans and the supporters. You know
that definite. I feel like a lot of artists are missing that. Like they wanna. They used to be like, I feel bad that I'm even saying this, but I love Beyonce, but she needs to become a human again.
No, I mean she gave us the documentary.
I know, but
I think Beyonce is human. I think,
but she needs to start following people on social media.
True.
She needs to like let us in a way. Like there's a time and a place to be like this.
I don't think it's really.
I feel like she's not as human.
I don't think that's really like. I can't speak on Beyonce.
It used to be
Beyonce,
her like steez to be like fun. Like she used to go on talk shows and she used to be fun. And now she's just like, I don't do any interviews.
Yeah.
And I don't do this. And I don't. She like keeps clippings of like articles that like it just.
I don't blame the artists. I blame the media because like the media is just so bloodthirsty for a story that they'll nitpick at anything. Like I could see myself getting to that point. I'll do one interview a year. Here's this 5-6 page cover story of what I've been up to for the past, like, you know what I'm saying, 2 years. I could relate. You know, you get to a certain point in your life where you just like people. You get yourself to a certain point, people want to break you down, like and tear your shit apart, like. You know, and it's just like and I think that's like why I did this show before I did the music, because like we're talking about vulnerability in 2017. Like I'm gonna just let y'all all the way in. You know what I'm saying? And the people that are in, if you want go like listen to the music and just follow me on this journey, you're gonna get like the duality. Like you're gonna get both sides, and you're gonna be like, wow, like that was dope. Like I know Julian now. Like next time you see me, like it's gonna be like you kind of came in, kind of like, yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Like.
Social media, man.
Trash.
I actually, like, I talked about it on the last episode, but I deleted my Twitter app and my Instagram app off my phone. I still have them up, obviously. Like, I'm on my computer all the time. I'm writing all the time. So I can go on it when I'm there. But when I'm just, like, chilling with my friends or just out, I don't want to feel compelled to, like, broadcast everything to people who don't need it. Like, some moments are not meant for my Instagram followers. Like I have like X amount of Instagram followers and X amount of Twitter followers, but I have like 50 close Snapchat friends. And like, I'll send it to them because like they're my friends. Like these are the people that I call my friends And those are the moments that I want them to see. I don't want everybody to see everything. Leave a little bit to the imagination, but not be like this figure that's just in the shadows and only comes out when like it just, I don't know. I don't.
It gets confusing at times.
I don't agree with that Beyonce thing. I really don't. I think she needs to step it up a little bit for just to become a human again. I feel like she's maybe, I don't know, maybe with this up, I know she's working on something. I can feel it. So maybe in 2018, whatever she drops.
They said she's on Ariana Grande's album.
Is she?
That's what I heard.
Ariana Grande?
Mm-hmm.
And Beyonce?
I love Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande can blow.
Is she still going out with Mac Miller?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they were like, I'm not surprised by that couple at all. I remember they were making out in the Way video, and I'm like, oh, is this a thing? And then she dated Big Sean. I thought that was weird.
Yeah.
Because she looks like a little girl.
Shout out to Big Sean, though. He's happy.
Big Sean. Did you see?
Right now.
Oh, my God. That was hysterical. Big Sean. King of the... He wins like a Twitter award for that. Because that was amazing. But Naira Rivera, be careful.
There's a lot of Naira Riveras out here. A lot of people don't address that. There's a lot of Naira Riveras out here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, a lot of dudes try to downplay it, but they exist.
I feel like every girl has a little Naira Rivera in them.
I like that, though. That's good to an extent. But
yeah, don't be punching people in the face.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. How did that even come about? Like, would Naira Rivera, like, beat up her husband?
Oh, me and you?
No, like, why did she beat him up?
Oh, I don't know. Like, that's between them. I don't know. She in jail. She's the one.
Is she in jail?
I'm sure she's out. But,
oh, my gosh. Okay, let's get back on track. So what 3 words would you use to get your listeners at home to watch the show, and why?
Let me see. Refreshing. Relatable. Fun.
I like it.
Yes.
It reminds me of like a theme park.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's honestly for people like chilling in the dorms, or like if you're on the timeline, you just see a clip, just click the link. Like, it's not even, I think with Instagram and with Twitter, it's just like I just really want to give people something to enjoy. Like, if you see my name on the timeline, I'm not just gonna give you funny memes and clever captions. I'm gonna actually give you like quality work, that and it's just gonna stand out way more than all the other bullshit, and it's gonna live longer too. So it's just like, I'm just like,
projects live longer than tweets.
Absolutely, yeah. People are gonna be able, when the season is fully out, people are gonna be able to stream it in June, May, April. There's always gonna be new people catching on. Like, I think people were watching it like, oh, the views. Like, I don't care about the views. I care about the viewer. And that's like my mindset moving forward. Like, me and you are having a one-on-one conversation. Like, I'm not thinking about like who's gonna tune in. I am, but like, I can't be anxious about that or worry about that. Like, all we have is right now, and I just got to be the best version of myself right now.
Yes.
Thank you.
Speak. So, last question. I did my research on Facebook. I'm like a grade A creep. And I heard that you quit your job to do what you love.
Yeah.
I quit my job too.
Word.
Yeah. So for you, what's been the most gratifying thing about this new journey that makes you realize that decision was the right one to make?
You got like, God has his plan and man has their plan. Like, it's like, all this work shit is not God given. That's like something that you have to do just to survive. And like, I think people don't realize that. They're just so like blinded by the system and just like the way everything is set up. It's like, you don't have to do anything that people tell you to do. I don't have to do nothing but die. You feel me? Like,
and pay taxes.
Yeah. But like, for me, it was just like, I'm not getting any younger. I'm not happy. What is another like extra like $600 or whatever I was making to versus this? Like, come on, So I took the leap of faith, and I haven't been back to a 9-to-5 since.
What were you doing?
I was working. I was working with the homeless, and then after that, I started working like production, like with Love and Hip Hop, like the company.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I was doing that for like a year. I did that for season 7. I was working on season 7.
Did you meet anybody cool?
Yeah, I met Cardi. Everybody.
Oh, that's why you ride for Cardi B.
Yeah, of course.
She's family.
Yeah. But it's all love though, but it's just like I gotta go for mine. That's pretty much what it is.
That was the same thing. It was me. I was freelancing, still technically freelancing, but I'm not gonna say anything. But I'm hoping that 2018 brings prosperity.
It will.
That's what I will bring.
It will.
But I was a dance teacher. I live in New Jersey.
Okay.
But I'm like, I don't want to have to stop what I'm doing in New York, go back to New Jersey to get home and teach for an hour or two. It's just like not where I'm supposed. Not supposed to.
What style of dance?
I taught hip hop, but I'm trained in jazz, ballet, tap, hip hop, and modern.
Amazing.
But I'm like, I can't be in two places at once. Like there were a lot of like opportunities that I was missing out on because I felt bad being like, oh, I can't come in tonight to teach because I'm doing this, because it would become so frequent that I would feel so bad for my kids. Like I don't want my kids to be like, oh, where's Miss Jana? Oh, she's doing what she should be doing.
Right.
Like I felt so bad, and
happier.
I was like honestly torn to shreds, because when you work with kids, you really like gain that connection with some of them, and you feel so bad like leaving them. I feel like some of them, I had been with them since they were in 9th grade, and now they're like graduating high school, and they're like, oh, are you gonna like teach us this next year? And I had already known like in March I wasn't coming back. It just wasn't, I couldn't do it. I'm like, I need to be in New York. I need to be where the action is, and I need to write. Like, this is all I want to do is write. Like, I can't.
And that's the thing. It's like, this is what I want to do. Why can't I do it? And it's just like, you have to ask yourself those questions. It's just like, what is preventing me from doing what I want to do? Is it money? Money's always a factor.
Money.
Yeah, but I'm like, I'm in a space where it's just like, I could do without the money. You know what I mean?
Honestly.
I mean, like, fuck it. I don't care anymore. Like, I played by those politics for years. Like, I don't want to play that game anymore.
Like, sometimes you just have to put that to the side.
Yeah,
like, there was a job, I had a job interview like 2 years ago, and I think I was still interning at Vibe, and I was leaving. I didn't know whether I was going to stay an intern or whether they were going to keep me on as a freelancer. Like, I was so uncertain during that time period, but I had a job interview, and I was going, and I was talking to the editor, like my editor-in-chief at Vibe, and he's like, oh, where are you going? I'm like, truth be told, I'm going to a job interview, but I don't want to be there. Right. Like, I felt it. Like, I didn't want to do it just for the money. I can't do that. I need to love something, or I'm going to be miserable. And I am not a poker player at all. Like, you can see the misery on my face when I am not having it.
Wow, you just like you just told my story basically.
Like,
so I don't even
oh
need
my
to
God,
repeat it.
I have the worst poker face ever.
Man.
If I am sad, disgusted, angry, you can see it. My face just like gets so drawn. But I told
you're being
him
true. That's what it is.
Honestly, I did the interview, and I wasn't even trying to like be bad at the interview, but I'm like, no, I can just tell that they're not feeling me. I'm not feeling them, and it is all good.
Yeah, I mean, because what's for you is for you, Like, you can't control. Like, if you're going to get that job, if you were meant for that job, you would have got it.
I would have gotten it.
Yeah, like, you would have gotten it. So, I've literally, like, ran out of interviews, like, not ran, but like I've like driven and sped as far away from the spot as possible, because it's just like my heart was just like burning, fuming, like, no, this is not it.
When you know
Like,
that something is for you or against you, you can just feel it. I'm very susceptible to energy.
Yeah, me
so
too.
I'm like, if I'm not feeling like a person, a place, a situation, I'm like, like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I shut down.
Nah, me too. I'm the same way. If I'm bored, you ain't gonna get a word out of me. Like,
if I'm angry, forget it. I'll just like look at you and give you just like side eye and sass. And side eye is like, I've had that game strong for years.
That's that New York.
Yeah, well, my parents are both from New York, so
Yeah.
I feel like it's in there. My dad's from Brooklyn and my mom's from the Bronx. So like two attitudinal places.
Survival tactics. That's what you need.
Well, I think that was it for the questions.
Good.
Thank you for answering them.
No, you're welcome.
Did you like them?
Of course.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I always like to make sure that like doing.
Are we still on? Or is
We're
it...
still on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I just like to ask the question. Like,
Oh,
did you like my?
Of course, yeah. I mean,
Okay, perfect.
It's your show. I'm here.
Damn right, it's my show. Maybe that'll be the name of the episode. Damn right, it's my show. Because it's your show when you have appropriate culture, and it's my show. That's the name. That's the name.
It's a beautiful thing.
Progress. We're making progress.
It's a beautiful thing.
So, my favorite part of the show. Unpopular opinions. So, me and my guest give our own unpopular opinions. It could be about anything under the sun, and we talk about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have topics or?
No, just an unpopular opinion out of the blue.
Unpopular opinion
Unpopular.
out of the blue?
So you could be like, blue is a terrible color. It's not. Like I
Blue's
would never.
My favorite color.
I would never say that because blue is one of the best colors.
True.
But it's not my unpopular opinion. My unpopular opinion has levels. Should I go first?
Knock yourself out.
Okay. So over.
So you prepared. You got the laptop.
No, I'm just like reading my script, but I'm going off the top of my head because this has been like fermenting in me for like a couple days. Okay, so over the Thanksgiving break, there were pictures of Malia Obama.
Okay.
Smoking, kissing boys, and blowing smoke rings, being a college student, like God forbid. But the thing that bothered me and what my unpopular opinion is, people were so quick to be like, she needs to get away from her white friends. Mm-hmm. And my unpopular opinion is, no, she needs to get away from her shitty friends. We don't have to bring race into it.
True.
Because if you're a shitty friend, you're a shitty friend.
True.
Regardless of your skin color. You could be black, white, Asian, jaundice, whatever. If you're a bad friend, you're a bad friend. And Malia has bad friends. It doesn't matter what color their skin is.
Would they leak that picture?
I don't know if they leaked it, but Malia Obama also is like one of the most popular children in the world.
True.
So whatever she does, it's going to be under a microscope regardless.
Yeah. I think this is not for nothing. I think this is kind of good for her, like break that.
Yeah, so you can like grow up and be like, oh, my friends suck and I should probably not smoke around them. Maybe I'll smoke by myself. Yeah. But at the same time, Malia Obama, this isn't her first time smoking, so I don't know why people are getting so upset about her smoking in the first place.
I feel like she's been smoking for a minute.
Yeah, she got in quote unquote in trouble smoking. Where did she go? Lollapalooza. That was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Malia Obama is out here.
Yeah.
She can do whatever she wants. She's going to Harvard. If she wants to smoke a J, let that bitch smoke a J.
Like Ivy League students don't smoke hella weed. Like,
Ivy League students are probably the ones rolling up most of the weed.
Seriously, come on.
Malia Obama is living her life. She can do what she wants. Yeah. And if she wants to hang out with white people, what's the problem with that? I grew up in the suburbs and most of my friends are white.
Mm-hmm. Everything isn't about race.
It doesn't matter. I hate when people just constantly bring race into shit that it doesn't need to be brought into. Because, I know I'm going to ruffle some feathers with this comment, but people were so quick to say, oh, she needs to hang out with black kids. Kanika Jenkins had black friends. And they were shitty black friends, obviously.
Struck a chord.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with shitty children being shitty people. And they're going to grow into shitty adults.
Yeah. I hear you. I mean, I think like analytically, like I think we need to just like assess the situation for the situation first. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like if you're a shitty person, regardless of your race, you're going to be a shitty person. Like I'm going to write you off.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like chances are if you're like a racist person or like I'm going to figure it out pretty soon. Okay, this person's racist. Boom. Like I'm not like I'm just keep moving. I try to like judge people by their character and not by like their race.
Yeah. Like what is Malia like granted, there are a lot of white kids that are just awful. But there's also black kids that are awful, Spanish kids that are awful.
You put Asian kids. You put a little bit more emphasis on Spanish.
I see so many Spanish kids with their parents just running amok.
Yeah,
I feel like I don't want to be that person, but some parents just need to take control of their children. And I don't think it's a race thing. I think it's just like parents need to get it together. Like stop having kids so close together that you can't take care of them. Like,
I don't have no kids. So
2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, and a 1-year-old, and a 6-month-old. Like, stop. That's
True.
why your kids be acting like this in
I
public.
just said to myself, my mans, I'm like, yo, when I have kids, I might just be popping them out every other year.
Jesus.
But I'm gonna have a house for them though. I'm not gonna like.
Yeah, like some of these kids just be wilding. Like
Yeah.
you're in the subway and it's just like, don't play on the tracks. Like I want to say that to them, and their parents are just like, "Oh, stop!" Like, no, tell your kid get the fuck away from the tracks, shut the fuck up, and don't touch anything. Like parents need to stop being friends to their kids. That's not an unpopular opinion. It's something that needs to be done. But yeah, my unpopular opinion is that stop bringing race into it. If Malia Obama wants to smoke with her friends, and her friends just happen to be shitty, don't blame it on their race. They're just shitty people.
I hear you.
And that's my unpopular opinion.
There you go. My unpopular, it's my turn now?
Yeah.
Right, cool. My unpopular opinion, I feel a lot of people probably get mad at me, but like this year, as far as like Thanksgiving goes, and I saw, and I had a plate. I had to plate of food, and it was like mac and cheese and the mashed potatoes hugging the stuffing. It's just like I wasn't like, I wasn't really like appetized. Like I wasn't like, I wasn't excited like that. Like,
so like, Thanksgiving is not.
I mean, no. Thanksgiving is Thanksgiving. It was just like I wasn't in a gluttonous mood. Like I wasn't like.
I was starving this year.
No, I was starving, but I wasn't like, I don't know. It just wasn't like, you have those years. Every other year.
You're just not in the Thanksgiving-y mood.
Yeah. I'm just looking at all like the food, hugging the food. I was just like, I wasn't in a food like type of mindset. Christmas, I might be.
I feel like are you one of those people who like skips Thanksgiving after Halloween ends, and you're just like, okay, it's Christmas time?
I might be. I might be because it's just like I feel like Thanksgiving is like super dressed up. Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Oh, I wore sweatpants.
It's like no, not dressed up in like a physical sense, but I'm just saying we got Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. It's just so rehearsed. I need some time. Like let me transition. Like what am I? You know what I mean? Like you gotta go from Halloween, then you gotta do Thanksgiving, then you gotta do Christmas. It's just like, and then in between that we're living life. So it's just like the frequency of these holidays is just so high.
It's too
like,
much.
Yeah, let's just drop.
I feel like a lot of people wouldn't mind if we just skipped Thanksgiving. I don't know why people hate Thanksgiving. It's like the redheaded stepchild of the season.
Halloween lasted like a month this year.
Halloween was a little excessive this year. I have to agree.
Yeah.
And Halloween's my favorite holiday. So I'm like,
what'd you dress up as?
Oh man, I go all out. So my first costume, I was Susie Carmichael from the Rugrats.
Amen.
And then my second costume, I felt compelled to cross-dress, so I was Easy.
I want to see the Susie. You got pictures of Susie Carmichael?
Of course I do.
Susie Carmichael was sassy. She was spicy and sassy.
That's why I dressed up with her.
She didn't take no shit from Angelica.
She didn't take
She didn't want no. Angelica wanted no smoke with her. That's fire. You made that?
Yeah, I'm crafty as can be. And then my Easy costume, of course, I had to do it in the black and white because we don't hold anything back here.
Oh shit. Okay.
Halloween is my shit. I have to start thinking about what I want to be next year.
A year in advance, really?
If you're not first, you're last.
True. True.
So, but Thanksgiving, I like Thanksgiving because I'm just fat. I just love food.
Me too.
I was feeling mad gluttonous this year.
Yeah, I was like, I ate all the food. I ate a lot too, but I was just like, why am I doing this to myself?
I still have at least one more plate. I bought home 5 containers of leftovers.
Oh, you're lit.
I'm not cooking. I can't do it. But you know what? Traditional, quote unquote, traditional Thanksgiving food is disgusting. Like turkey is disgusting.
It's dry.
It's so dry.
Yeah.
Like, turkey is by far the worst.
But if you get like a really good like
gravy,
not gravy, but I forget the term. It's like oven roasted. Like
we deep fried our turkey this year.
See, that sounds amazing.
Oh God, the skin.
Where y'all have Thanksgiving at? Like
I went to my dad's house. My dad can throw down.
Word.
Because I think my grandma was from the South, so he learned from like the best. Like the South has the best cooks in the world. Sorry. In the country, I mean.
No, absolutely, yeah.
So he learned from the best. We deep fried a turkey. We had candied yams. I hope I still have some left at the house. I really want to eat those when I get home. Mac and cheese, Stuffing. I don't like stuffing like that.
Mm-hmm.
Is stuffing a traditional Thanksgiving? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
for sure.
know.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
not really a stuffing person. I also don't like cranberry sauce. It's fucking disgusting.
I don't get the cranberry sauce.
It's just like, it's the texture. I'm
It's
a texture
weird.
person.
I never
it's like,
got it.
ugh, gooey and
it.
gross. What else do we have? Vegetables. What did I have? Oh, we had mashed potatoes, but I have a weird like fear of mashed potatoes. I'm like,
a fear?
Yeah, because I got food poisoning from mashed potatoes this year.
Who the hell made mashed potatoes?
I think it was my fault. I think I left them sitting a little long, and there was like water and stuff in it.
Where?
Yeah, it like spoiled, and I was just like, oh, whatever, and I ate it, and I got food poisoning, obviously. So I'm afraid of mashed potatoes. Saying it out loud is funny. Them? I did. So that's also another reason why I've like stopped cooking this year, because I'm just like, well, obviously I can't do anything right, so I'm gonna just like have leftovers.
Just gotta be careful.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I stayed away from the mashed potatoes because I'm just like, I still have trust issues with them. But oh my god, my dad bought a Patti LaBelle sweet potato pie.
How is that?
Fuck, really amazing. Good? Man, I had sweet potato pie. I bought like 3 patty pie slices home, and I had them for breakfast. Boom, boom, boom.
What, those store-bought?
They're store-bought. You can get them at Walmart.
Word?
Yeah.
I might have to go grab one.
Man.
Like,
make sure you microwave it or put it in the oven for a little bit. Get it nice and warm.
It's just sweet potato pie?
It's sweet potato pie, but it's just so good. It's like crack. Like, it's really, really good.
I might have to try this.
Patti LaBelle pie. Did you ever see the video? Like the
dude going crazy. Like they didn't. They went like a media tour together. Like they partnered up.
Oh my god, those pies are fantastic.
Word. Gassing it. I'm gonna go find out.
Shout out to Patti LaBelle.
I'm gonna try them.
Man, they're so tasty. But yeah, traditional Thanksgiving foods are like really nasty.
It's just like the combination.
Cranberry sauce. It's turkey.
It's like every company was just like, yo, can you throw us in there? Like, it's just like, you know, you go to an event, like a showcase, and like 20 people perform, like everybody trying to get their brand in. Like, that's what Thanksgiving, I feel like, was like. Cranberry sauce is like, yo, can you just throw us in there real quick?
In here?
Yo, we trying to get some money up around the season. So,
ew, what else is like a Thanksgiving
cornbread?
Food? Oh yeah. Oh, my dad.
Cornbread is good.
My dad's cornbread was a little too soft this year. I needed a little bit of firmness there.
I'll go to Amy Ruth's just to get the cornbread.
Ooh, I love cornbread. Oh man, cornbread.
For real.
I think we had regular corn.
Wait, do they give out? My bad. Have you ever been to Amy Ruth's in Harlem?
No, I've only been to Harlem like thrice.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Only 3
I
times?
usually hang out in like Manhattan and Brooklyn.
Ah, shit. Yeah, and I was like pretty much raised in Harlem. I'm Queens, but Harlem, like from like 17 up, I was in Harlem all the time.
Ah.
Went to school out there.
Cool. Yeah. Do they have good cornbread?
Yeah, they got good everything.
I did go to a good soul food restaurant in Harlem. I was at the Apollo one night, and I was so hungry because the event that I was at, they're like, oh, you can stay for refreshments afterwards. I'm like, it's 9:00. I don't want refreshments. I want food. So I went to this really good restaurant, some soul food place. I really wish I could remember the name, but I think it was where is the Apollo? What street?
Apollo 125th.
It was around there. Can't remember the name, but oh my god. No, it wasn't soul food. It was Haitian. So good.
Word?
It was so good.
Don't get me started.
It was so good.
Don't get me started. I'm hungry too.
Oh my god, I'm starving. All I had today was a Pop-Tart and peanut butter sandwich.
Really?
And some watermelon.
What? Where you got the watermelon from?
My office.
Damn.
They had it in a container, so I just like got it and ate it.
I want some tacos. That's what
I want. French fries.
Nah, I've been eating mad French fries. I just had some tacos. It's either tacos or like.
Can't go wrong with tacos. If I could eat tacos every day, I would.
Burrito. I'll go for some Dos Toros.
That sounds good.
You ever had that before?
No, but it sounds good.
Yeah, I'm a super foodie, like super.
That's my mission, to eat more. Like, I want to like be in New York all the time so I could just eat everything. That's like my mission. I'll get there.
You only need like $15.
That's true.
You know, get a good meal once a 2-3 times a week. You try every restaurant.
I want to get pleasantly plump. But I think that's all for Unpopular Opinions. Thus, that means it's the end of our show. That was good. So that's all for And Friends with Jana Jefferson. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at JNA Jefferson. And don't forget to subscribe to the show on iTunes, the podcast app, and Google Play, where you can stay up to date on new episodes when they become available. Extreme thanks to my guest host for today, Julian Stephen, for being incredible. Do you have anything to promote?
Appropriate Culture. Tune in. AppropriateCulture.tv. Enjoy the show.
Watch it. It's really good.
Thank you.
You have any social media to promote?
At Julian Stephen everywhere.
At Julian Stephen. He's a rapper with a web show. Yeah. And we also have I have a couple things to say. We're doing something here called the podcast ad swap. So we're swapping today with a podcast in London by the name of That's When You Get a Dog. So That's When You Get a Dog is a new podcast for women over 30, although of course, all are welcome. Host Renee Richardson focuses on one key area each main episode and her stories from women with different points of view. A little extra treat, each topic has a bonus debrief episode where Renee and a guest dig a little deeper. That's When You Get a Dog was named one of Radio Public's indies to watch and is available on all good podcast apps. Just search the name and subscribe. So Renee, we got your back. Don't worry. Also, the last thing that we do on the show is an FU to our illustrious orange in charge, Donald John Trump. So fuck you, Donald, today for, oh my God, he disrespected all those Native American war heroes by calling Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas again. He just won't let that go. And just like the wrong place to be trying to be shady. Like, just stop doing that stuff. Yeah. He did something else that really... Oh, yeah. He said he lied and said that he was approached to be, Person of the Year? And Time Magazine was like, who said that? So, yeah, Donald, just stop what you're doing. Stop being disrespectful to war people and war veterans, especially Native American ones. Like, why say... like a Native American slur in front of Native American war heroes.
When do you say? Well,
Pocahontas, I think, happened last night. I don't remember.
He called Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas.
Yeah, he was basically said something about. I don't remember what he exactly said, but he was referencing Elizabeth Warren, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, you know Pocahontas." It's like, what are you? Can you stop doing stuff like that, please?
It's all a distraction.
He is. It is. And, oh, by the way, apparently North Korea shot off another ballistic missile. So saddle up. It's gonna be lit.
Shit, literally.
Do you have an FU for Donald Trump? It could be anything. Because he just deserves every FU.
I just for me, it's a fuck you, Donald Trump, a huge one. But for me, it's just after a while, I just turn the TV off and stop.
Oh, yeah. Did I block him on Twitter? I might have.
I'm not going to give him any more of my energy. I can't. I have no energy if I was.
He's drained 2017 dry.
Absolutely.
He has made it such a difficult year to even comprehend.
Yeah.
Granted, there were things in my life this year that I wish didn't happen. And 2017 was just a rough time in general. But he just made it worse. Just by being
Don't let him.
around. Just by being around and being here and lying and having the election rigged and all this nonsense. It didn't have to be like this. We could have had cute little Bernie or Hillary who would just kept everything the same. It would have been fine. But no. Everything is in jeopardy. It's just it's just nightmares. Nightmares.
I just try to keep it moving. I can't look in that direction. It's just so scary.
It's frightening.
Yeah.
But that's all for And Friends with Jana Jefferson this week. We'll be back in 2 weeks with a new guest and new topics, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So thanks, Julian.
Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.